Hi, hello, and namaste. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you are new, welcome to my channel. My name is Preeti Rao, and I am both a real estate and a mortgage broker for close to 20 years. Now, I'm sure you've heard of the terminology power of sale and foreclosure before, right? And yes, I promised in a previous video that I would talk about the difference between these two, because there is a common misconception that both the power of sale and foreclosure are the same and that they are interchangeable. No, they're not. And let's talk why. But first, you know the drill. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, and tap that bell icon. It gets me motivated to keep you up to date with everything real estate. Foreclosure and power of sale. Both these terms basically have the same definition. It's the action of taking possession of a mortgaged property when the mortgagor fails to keep up with the mortgage payments. And that is why a lot of people interchange the terminologies. But the thing is, the process for both are poles apart. Out of the 10 buyers I work with, there will be at least 2 or 3 who tell me that they want to buy a property that is in foreclosure without understanding the ramifications or the process, because they believe they're going to get a really good deal. Now, if you watch a lot of those home buying shows with people buying homes south of the border, you may find a great way of getting a good deal. But here in Ontario, it may not necessarily be the case. So like the definition says, someone who doesn't pay their mortgage, after a certain amount of time, the lender is going to want their money back. The lender could be a bank, a financial institution, or even a private lender. They'll want to get paid. So one of these remedies that they can invoke would either be a foreclosure or a power of sale. Now with the foreclosure action, the bank is actually taking your property lock, stock and barrel, including the title to your property. You have no rights whatsoever once they have taken over, and they can sell your property for whatever they want. To foreclose on a property, it requires the lender to go to court, and the process typically takes about a year in Canada. There's so much paperwork and legal procedures that are involved that the lender here in Canada prefers not to jump through those hoops. So they tend not to be very popular. Power of sale, on the other hand, is a much easier procedure. It takes generally closer to 6 months, so it's a more popular process. The power of sale provision in your mortgage does allow them to take back your property if you stop paying and to evict you. They of course take possession of the property and sell it. However, it doesn't allow them to take your equity. They do have to put it up for sale at fair market value. They do have to return any money after they've paid off the mortgage you owe, also paid off the realtor, the lawyers, etc. Remaining money comes back to you. That means the bank has to be very, very careful when they sell these properties. They have to get a couple of independent appraisers in. They have to make sure that the property is listed properly through a realtor and is marketed to the full extent, that they can get the maximum price they can, or they can risk ending up in court with the previous owner. So they may not be as low in price as foreclosure sales that you find in the States. Here in Canada, they're all sold competitively. Now, there's another reason why these properties will not be discounted, and that is if the property has had an insured mortgage. So the person who owned the home previously had put down less than 20%, or the lender went on the back end of things and insured the property. If that is the case, the lender is now trying to get that insurance policy. They have to put the property on the market and prove that even after exposing to the market and getting the highest possible sale value, they still lost money. If they don't do that, the insurance company will not pay out those funds. So that's why the lender will put that on and try to get the highest possible sale value in case of a power of sale. Now you can still turn around and tell me, no, I'm stubborn, I want a power of sale property. That's great. There's nothing wrong with buying them, as long as you know that the only way you will be getting a deep discount is if there is a stigma attached to that property, or if you are buying the property as is. Treat it like any other regular property, like a regular resale. Get the inspection done, get the lawyer involved. Even then, there is a final risk you are potentially vulnerable to in a power of sale home, and that is called the mortgage's right of redemption. The person who has defaulted in the first first place has the right to pay the mortgage in full until the day of your closing and get back the title to their property. This is especially risky if you are the end user of that particular home. Meaning, if you plan on moving in there after closing, if the mortgagor pays off the balance of the mortgage before closing, you don't get the keys to the house and you could end up being homeless. If you purchase the home as an investment and it doesn't close because the mortgagor's right of redemption, then that just is a cost to doing business. So if you have any questions or want clarification, please don't hesitate to call me. If you still don't know who I am, just go check out my rating on Google and read my client reviews. Till then, take care. And if you found value and liked this video and would like to see more content, click on the boxes on the screen. Once again, my name is Preeti Rao. My contact information is in the description box below. Make sure to hit like, share, subscribe and the bell icon so you don't miss any future videos. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to call me because I hold the key that opens the door to your dream home.